Welcome to another exciting show of transformation. Prosper with Wayne, creating wealth, health, and happiness in your life. With your host, life and business coach, author, entrepreneur, and lover of life, Wayne Sutton. Prepare to become excited, expand your beliefs, and truly prosper in all the areas of your life. Enjoy.
Good morning, guys. Wayne Sutton, prosperwithwayne.com. Today, we're talking about mistakes in the marketplace, mistakes in your business. If we can overcome mistakes, we can become a greater business owner, business leader. We can become a greater entrepreneur. Now, Prosper with Wayne is creating health, wealth, and happiness. Think about this. Health, wealth, and happiness. What area in there? I mean, let's look at our health. If there's a mistake that we're making, many people make a mistake. Let me go ahead and point some fingers. If you're smoking cigarettes every day, if you're still in that habit, that's a mistake. I don't have to tell you that. I mean, science can tell you that. We know that. Some people still do it, but it's a mistake. Happiness, if we can open up the daily news and consume a lot of negativity first thing in the morning, and we just pour negativity in all day and expect to be in a happy, jolly mood, a mistake. In your wealth, there's mistakes there as well. And if you can overcome the mistakes, a lot of times in the marketplace, in business, we look at advancement. We look at how can I serve my customer better? How can I increase my brand? How can I reduce obscurity? How can I be the person that the people want to come to? How can I raise my rates? What other products or services can I offer? We look at all of those things from a moving towards, and that's great. You want to move towards, but sometimes you've got to look at what's holding you back. And mistakes, if you can eliminate a few mistakes, it makes it easier to move forward. And sometimes you don't have to move as hard. You don't have to put the same energy into it because the mistake is what was holding you back in the first place. Now, being alone in a world of technology, being alone in a world of mindsets that expand beyond your mindset, being alone in a world of collaboration. You can never be alone and expect to move forward at the rate that you would like to. See, there was something years ago that people just grabbed a hold of and they said, I'm an entrepreneur. That means I'm going to do it by myself. And people rallied around that, their independence. They no longer needed the boss man. They could go and they could create their own wealth. And so this independent nature just really took off. And I see that, and I see the point in that. I see where many people jumped on board with that. But also from a network marketing standpoint, we always said, hey, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. In network marketing, I learned the value of leverage, having other people. There was evenings I could not attend the meeting, I could not be on the conference call, but I had people on my team that were, and so there was leverage there. There was maybe I only moved X amount of product this month, but the team moved 1,000 times that much because of leverage. So I understood being in business for myself, but not by myself. But what if you're not in network marketing? Even if you are, but let's look outside of just the leverage of people and leverage of sales. Being alone in a world where business players have a personal network with one another. This is the key. You want to get out of this mindset that you have all the answers. You want to get out of this mindset that you have all the resources, and you want to get out of the mindset that you can do everything yourself. Now, I have been in this mindset in the past, and it's a battle. It's a battle. An idea comes up, and I'm going to give you a few examples. Number one, I decided to write a book. I decided to write a book about 5 years ago called How in Hell Can I Change? And I prayed about the book. I wrote the book. I did the chapters. I did the outlines. I wrote and I continued. I tried doing the design cover. I tried doing publicity. I tried doing the marketing. I was trying to do it all. I finally recognized I need to hire an editor. So I spent the money on an editor that had my values, that knew my heart, and knew where I was coming from. I got the personal notice editor. They edited the book. I hired a book cover designer instead of trying to design it myself. And there's still some other mistakes I made looking back. But I began to recognize then, the quicker I can use someone else's information, hire them as a coach, hire them as a consultant, or hire them to do the job, just here's what I need and let them do it, outsource it, the better. And only work within my strengths. For example, our new project that we're doing in the ministry, we're doing an internet church. So what is the new project? Number one, I don't have all the answers, and I'm recognizing that quickly. So I need to go to the people that are doing internet church now, that are having streaming churches. I'm saying, what technology are you using? What lighting system are you using? What evening are you getting the best results? See, I'm collaborating with other people. I'm drawing from them the information. Also, the resources I'm going to and say, hey, what product do you recommend? And then, can you set it up for me? I've actually got someone that I'm paying to come in, set up my lighting system, set up my video equipment, and I'm going to pay this person to record and to go through and do at least the first few episodes, maybe continually. Now, so there's people, here's three things to write down. There's people who have the answers you need, or that can connect you to the people that have the answers. There's people that have the resources you need. That either you can purchase, you can lease, you can rent, you can bribe, you can do whatever. You can get the resources that you need. And third, there's people who can perform activities that you cannot. I will not try to code a website when there's someone I can go to and I say, how much, this is my image, this is what I see, how much would you charge me for that? We're developing an app for our ministry as well. And instead of just trying to learn how to write code and make an app and all that, I'll say, this is what I want. And I'll go to someone and I'll pay them. Now, some of you are going, well, that's great if you had the money, but what if you don't have the money? If you don't have the money, again, the reason you do not have the money is you're focusing on activities that are non-revenue producing up front, or you're focusing on activities you do not understand. I do not need to spend the next 2 years learning how to write code to make a website, another 2 years learning how to write code to make an app, and another 2 to 3 years in video and audio visual school so I can learn how to do. I don't need to spend the next 4 to 6 years when I can write a check and say, this is what I need. And if I'm going to do that, I need to have revenue producing income, revenue producing activity, should I say, already in place. That means if you come to me and say, Wayne, I need success coaching. I need to know how to start a business. I need to know how to overcome this. I'm facing obscurity. I need some help in that area. Then I'll say, great, here's my fee. You write me a check, you PayPal me, you credit card, whatever, and we begin to go to work. What does that do? It cuts out. It's revenue producing for me, so I can pay people to do the other parts of the business, but it cuts out all of my time and energy of having to work on those projects. I can pour into you, the client. I can give you value. I can help take you to another level. So what about your business? What about your life? Where do you bring value in exchange for income? What is your place of business that maybe there's some obscurity there? Maybe you're not being known as you should. Maybe it's an income producing idea or an income producing activity that you're not able to work into because you are trying to build a website. You're trying to do everything else. Maybe you're trying to do customer service. Well, if you could outsource that, outsource it to people you can trust, outsource it to people that you can believe in, and never outsource your heart. If there's a passion there, if your passion is building websites, I don't know how it could be, but great, go for it. Maybe that should be your income producing activity. The person that I pay to build my website, they love it. They love that stuff. The person that I pay to set up the audio visual, they love that. That's their passion. See, if you'll truly follow your passion, There's people who will pay you for that because they do not know how or do not want to take the time to know how to do it. Focus on your strength, focus on your passion, and outsource what you can. So again, who are the people? Begin to ask yourself these questions. Who are the people that have the answers you need or that can connect you? Who are the people or the companies that have the resources you need? And third, who can perform these specialized tasks that you need maybe once or maybe every day or maybe every week, whatever it is that you can go to, that you can connect with. Connect means more than just hiring them. They understand what you need. They understand what you're trying to perform. They understand your heart that you can connect with, and you can hire them for that. We're going to cover a lot more of this, but people come to me and say, Wayne, how do you get so much done? You're a consultant. You're a coach. You have a ministry. You do so many things. You write so many books. How do you do everything that you do and still be a dad and still be a father and still be a husband? How do you do everything that you do? The way I do it is I have learned, number one, to take action. Number two, I've learned to overcome procrastination. It goes back to taking action, but it's even more. We'll cover that later as well. Number three, I've recognized that I must use the people that have the resources and to bless them. Bless them with, hey, I'm going to pay you, and this is what I need from you. If people pay me for coaching, when you hire me as a coach, you hire me as a coach because you want results. Well, when I pay people to perform tasks for me, I pay them because I need results. I need it to perform this way. And that's their passion. That's their zeal. That's their life. They understand it. So with you, what can you outsource? How can you find the people, the resources that you need to become a better person, a better business owner, a better leader? How can you overcome those mistakes? And it's not just prosperity. It's not just business. As we talked about health, who has the answers that you need? Who have the resources that you need? Who can perform a task that you can't perform? I'm not going to perform, medical procedures on myself. That's my limit. Not going to do it. How about happiness? Even happiness. Who has the answers you need? Do you need to talk with a counselor? Do you need to talk to a minister? Who has the resources that you need for happiness? Maybe that literally you need to have some psychiatric care or something. Maybe you just need to have some resources such as you need to take some time off work. You need some vacation, whatever it may be. And who can perform tasks that you can't? What are you doing in your life that you hate? Let me explain something to you real quick. 30-second little vent here. I hate yard work. My wife loves it. I hate it. So I see myself out there for 2 or 3 hours and working. I'm thinking there's so much more I could do. There's so much more. I'd rather be in the house with my daughters in a coloring book. I'd rather be on the phone counseling. I'd rather be doing anything than out in the yard. So why would I do that? Why would I do something that I hate? Think about this. Why would I do something that I hate? As part of happiness, if I can have someone else do it for me, if I can pay someone to do it. Just a thought here. Creating health, wealth, and happiness. This is Wayne Sutton, prosperwithwayne.com. Make sure to go to prosperwithwayne, put in your name, email address, so you can continue receiving these downloads of wisdom, knowledge, instruction. Also, be sure to follow us. Be sure to follow us on iTunes. Give us a 5-star rating. Give us a 5-star rating. Write us a great review. We would appreciate it, and other people will find us. Until tomorrow, I believe in you. God bless.
Thanks for joining us again at Prosper with Wayne. Be sure to subscribe to us for more exciting, life-changing episodes. Go today, in fact. Go now to prosperwithwayne.com and enter your email for our exclusive newsletter and other resources. God bless and go prosper.